much. Welcome to our surprise guest interview for the NAPO Texas Regional Conference. My name is Leanna George. I'm the NAPO Houston Chapter President and the NAPO Texas Conference Chair. That's like a tongue twister you have to say. That's how you get into position.
That's right. You got it's a test.
It is. And I am so excited. This is our last week of interviews. That means that the conference is just around the corner. And we are so excited every day. The numbers just keep going up. So we can't wait to meet all of you and to see your lovely faces there in Houston or here in Houston at the Weston Memorial next Friday and Saturday. And so today I am thrilled to surprise everyone with a very well-known, well-loved person, colleague, and NAPO fan, and that is Ms. Ellen Delap. She is the NAPO National President, and we are honored to have her come on to visit with us today, as well as she will be speaking Saturday morning at the conference. So hello, Ellen. How are you today?
Great. How are you, Leanna? I love that we are meeting like this, and I'm so excited about conference.
Oh, I know. It's hard to believe it's getting closer and closer and closer.
Well, and I want to congratulate you and your committee. You've done an outstanding job, not only letting us all know about it, but just getting great speakers. I can't wait to hear. So many of our speakers are not only from Houston, but also from throughout the country. And so it's a really exciting gathering. And it's just always wonderful to be together, all of us, and just learn from each other.
It is. It absolutely is. And that's why we called it Get Connected. That was our main theme, was just bringing people together to meet, to grow, to learn. We're just so excited. And you're right. I have the best committee. I mean, they are just the absolute best. I told them that the other night. I was like, you guys rock. So they do.
Absolutely. I know. You have had a great impact on them, but they have all been amazing. I see their posts, and I'm so thrilled that everyone works so collaboratively. That's such a great effort, and knowing that not only do you get to know each other better, but you're really working toward a purpose.
Yeah, I know. It's
collaboration.
Weird that we don't talk to each other like every other day.
Exactly. You're going to miss each other. It's going to be so sad after conference. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I am so excited that you are coming to the conference and that you are willing to be one of the speakers. And I wanted, I've been doing these interviews and letting people know about, the session hosts or the session speakers so that they can kind of get an idea of who the people are as they're trying to figure out which session they want to attend. And the funny thing about you is, no, nobody has a choice unless they don't want to get out of bed.
Well, it could happen.
Which could happen.
Really important. I know, a lot of coffee is even more important. So
absolutely.
That's true. I'm an early start. I think I'm at 8:30. So.
Already 8:30. Yes. Yeah. You're the brave one. That's so early.
Incentive is there is breakfast.
Yes.
I'm talking right. So that's going to be a good incentive for people. I'm excited to share a little bit about the direction our industry is going. Mm-hmm. We've been we've been very forward thinking on NAPO National and NAPO National Board over the last few. We always have strategic planning, and we are really looking forward to the ways we can serve those in our community, as well as just what are some global changes that are happening that we can look forward to, where we can be prepared to help people and get more education. And as we all know, NAPO members are education geeks.
Yes.
So more is better. And so just looking forward to knowing some of the things that are coming out with NAPO National is going to be a big boost to all of our members. So I'm glad to share all that.
Yes, exactly. And we have so many non-NAPO members. I think I counted at least 15 last night. So it's going to be
non-NAPO members very long.
Yeah, I know.
We can help them with that.
We can. And then we have some who just join. It's so neat. It's going to be so neat to hear people's stories.
Exactly.
Where they are and how we can come together as NAPO members and help them to grow.
Exactly.
So it's going to be
support.
Your speech.
Yeah. So I think the critical element, that connection, just builds our businesses. It helps us feel supported in what we're doing, helps us serve our clients better. And all around, it's just, a big hug fest. But
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, why do you think conferences are so important? Why do you think that people should attend and make that type of investment in terms of money and time?
I think there's so many levels that it's so important to attend conference. First of all, is the educational value. Well, we could find other places that could possibly meet our education needs. There's no place like NAPO to serve our specific niche in what we do and how we approach working with clients. So the education is so tailored to what we all do. Secondly, it is the connection we're creating. This support is so elementary to those of us who are solopreneurs, but also people who are in a multi-person business.
Yeah.
Because often you're finding things that have happened in your business have happened in others' businesses. And how will we sort through and learn from each other, and also just know what's ahead of us as a business owner? In that connection, that's what lies in that support. And then also, I think it's setting time away from our business makes us be better business owners. When you're, really in the middle of working your business, working on your business, then you're not always thinking about, what am I thinking ahead? Like, you're not necessarily as strategic as you might want to be. Right. This time away from your business, working directly with clients, gives you that element to like pull back, see, oh, is there a new direction that I want to go? And perhaps something at conference is going to spur that on. Yeah. So for those three reasons, I am always a fan of NAPO conference, and I'm especially excited that this regional conference is going to be back to back with our national conference in April. And our national conference is a bit of a difference this year. This Texas conference is much more of the typical conference that we have. NAPO National Conference is going to be more of a retreat setting, but equally deep education and connecting with our members. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one as well. And I know many people that are going to be at our regional conference will be at the national conference.
Exactly.
There was something you just said. I was listening to you. You talked about it. And of course, now it's gone out of my mind. So I'll come back to it in a minute. So,
right.
But what I want to do is ask you a little bit about you, because we know Ellen as the professional organizer. We would know Ellen the person. So tell me a little bit about how you got started as an organizer, because you've been doing this for a while.
So I started as a professional organizer quite a while ago, and I've always thought how important it is for all of us to be connected and that kind of thing. For myself, how I got started, I am a people person. I find that our work is a calling. I was a teacher.
Okay.
In 2000, I read an article in the Houston Chronicle about NAPO, and I thought, that is me. And I called another NAPO member who encouraged me to go to conference. Those first 2 years, I didn't get to go to conference because my kids were graduating from college.
Oh, yeah.
But I started my business right away, joined NAPO right away. And about the third year of my business, I realized, a lot of my clients have the same things going on. They had a little, tardiness going on. They weren't as good about some of the routines around their home. And I started realizing I really had a calling to work with ADHD clients. Mm-hmm. And that's where my niche was born. So I think in finding that I could serve people really made my business thrive.
Yeah. And I love that. I love that you saw it as a calling and a service. I was coming back into the workforce. I was like, it has to be three things. It has to be something I'm passionate about, and something that serves others, and something that I would wake up and do every day, even if I didn't get paid,
Exactly.
So I love that too.
I love hearing everyone's stories about how they got started. The biggest thrill for me is talking to NAPO members, because everybody has a different story. Everybody started somewhere differently, but we all have a common passion. And that's what's so wonderful about coming to conference, is just feeling like you're back with what we call the tribe.
Yes.
But I just love hearing everyone's story. It's so important to see where everyone started.
It's so encouraging, so uplifting. Sometimes it's so funny. I mean, it's so great. It really is. It really is. Well, I know that you have a specific area that you organize, but let's just talk a little bit more broad. What do you like to organize, and what do you not like to organize, if you had a choice?
One of my favorite things to organize is the pantry.
Okay.
Because I love helping people get dinner on the table. Mm. One of my favorite, I love all of my clients because they're brilliant, they're creative, they think outside the box. So I love the trust relationship. Mm-hmm. That really is a driver for what I do. And then I am always doing people's paperwork. And while that sounds like complete drudgery, I think the element I bring to it is it's not going to be torture. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I like paperwork. It's just going through it sometimes. It's just like, ugh, because they can only look at it, and make the decision.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a drudge. So, but
it is. It takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not like you don't see as big a change. That's the one thing about paperwork is like right away when you organize a space and you see visual change, it's so uplifting and empowering to people. When you go through paper, you're like, oh, we got a bag. Yay.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, we got another box, another bag.
Yeah.
And I think you're right because I'm a results-oriented person. I like to do things fast.
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
And that takes a really long time.
Yeah. But I have to say, every time I do paper, I find money. It's hilarious. Yesterday I was organizing with a person and we were talking about how we're going to find money. We found like one of the debit cards you get that's like, I think they had bought tires and then as a rebate, this debit card that had like $70 on it.
Oh, wow.
And then a little while later, we went and we found a check for like $115. So that's like the little treasure hunt we're doing with paper is can we find money?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm sure there are many people who have those stories. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
What's something people may not know about you?
Well, I don't know if most people know I'm a twin.
I knew that.
Twin recently moved to Kingwood and she's a CPA. So that's really fun. My love of cupcakes and Pilates. I don't know if people know that about me. Like I do Pilates so I can eat more cupcakes. Let's see. I'm a grandmother. My name is Gigi.
Aww.
And
How many
so
grandkids?
I have 4 grandkids. 3 of them live here and one of them lives in Missouri.
Aww.
So every Friday I have what I call Gigi Friday.
Uh-huh.
When the grandkids come over. So it's been fun.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
So are you the twin? Are you older or the younger?
I'm 7 minutes older.
Okay.
Anna and we look a lot alike, but we're very different in our interests. And I'm just thrilled that she's now a Texan.
Yes, we all are. We love Texas, right? Absolutely. Well, so give me 3 words to describe you. How you would describe yourself?
Cheerleader,
Mm-hmm.
team player, and I like to hug.
Oh, okay. So people know they're going to see you next week. You're going to be hugging everyone.
Good deal. Come hug me. Yes. Yes.
We'll put a booth, free hugs here.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that. And I love that you said encourager because one of the things was when I came to you and said, hey, would you consider, speaking at the conference? I'm hoping she's going to come and be the, rallying the troops that, hey, let's do this kind of, rah thing. So I love that you described yourself that way because that's how I was thinking of you.
Oh, yes. I definitely like to say I bring the happy. So this is good.
You do.
Yes.
You do. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, so what are you looking forward to on Friday and Saturday? I know you talked about the connections and meeting people, but is there anything specific you're looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to our keynote on Friday night. Do you want to share a bit about that?
No, you go ahead.
No,
yeah, what
it's Elizabeth
McInbell, and her father, Jim McInbell. Famous
and we're going to talk a bit about their involvement with the OCD Foundation. Is that right?
I'm not sure. I think she's going to be sharing more about her specific story and how she dealt with the OCD. And I think her father's going to tell about how it affected them as parents. How do you deal with this when you see your child suffering from something like this and still love on them but help them at the same time? And I think she's
that's great.
How she came to that, and then I guess talk about how she decided to follow that as her career to help others, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing her. I have heard about her story, not her story herself. And it's going to be really powerful to hear about that because I think people who have conquered or have felt like they've moved forward when they have something significant and a challenge is so empowering to all of us. And we learn so much from their their effort and how they have move forward. So yeah, that's going to be a very important evening and special. Thank you for including her.
Many of us we'll say, oh, well, I'm OCD, right? Because as organizers, we want them lined up. We want them in just the right space. It has to be just centered, that kind of thing. And so we casually play off that. But I think she's really going to help us understand the difference between the complete disorder and having, tendencies of that, and why it's so important that we're clear on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. And I think all of us will learn something from her. This is going to be really wonderful.
Yeah, I know that a few of our members had heard her previously at another conference, and they just were gushing. They were just gushing about her. So
that's wonderful.
Be great. So, all right. Well, before we get into how people can connect with you, I want to ask a few lightning round questions. And see what you really like. No harm, no foul. I promise. It's very easy. Okay. So, Apple or Android?
Apple.
All the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm on my iPad now. I love this little thing. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, Oprah or Ellen?
That's a toss-up because I love both of them, but I am an Ellen, so of course I have to, kind of go with that.
So. Absolutely. Well, you bring the happy, and so does Ellen. So she does. It's her own way.
And you know how many Ellens there are in NAPO? I mean, it's an overwhelming number of Ellens. So
is it really?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's
Ellen
funny.
Palestine, Ellen Faye, Ellen Martin. A lot of Ellens.
A lot of Ellens. All right. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, we just had a new lady join our chapter, and her name is Ellen.
Yay! I'll have to get to know her. Yeah.
You will. So you're right. There are a lot of Ellens. I wonder if, there's a correlation there. So
yeah.
Okay. Paper planner, digital planner.
Oh, paper planner pad.
Yeah. Yeah, I've tried that one. I've gone through a whole series of planners, but yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there. I love it.
Do you just do everything on paper and then store stuff in your phone?
I call it a hybrid system.
Yeah.
So, I do have a lot of things that are digital that are reminders. As you might know, I'm on several committees that I meet with NAPO routinely. So those are all digital invitations. They come through Outlook, which I love. And then they remind me 15 minutes ahead that, okay, we're meeting now.
Yes.
And then I have birthdays. I always want to remember people's birthdays.
Yeah.
So it's kind of whenever I found a need that, okay, this will help me with a recurring event more than anything else, it's usually become digital.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I get it. I'm pure paper. I mean, I don't use my phone other than really emails and Facebook and text messaging. So I use everything with that planner. So if I lose my paper planner, I'm dead to the world.
Yikes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
definitely
terrible. Yeah. So if you go on vacation, are you going to the mountains or are you going to the beach?
The beach. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And if you exercise other than Pilates, let's say you can take a walk, are you going to do the treadmill or are you going outside?
Kind of outside, I think. Yeah. It'd be great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Cats or dogs?
I think dogs. Yeah. I have a lot of clients that have both. And so I'd have to say it's kind of a toss up because, even the dogs are acting like cats now. It's like they're sitting on the top of the sofa a lot. So kind of both. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And so I used to have a list of these and I've asked so many times, I don't need the list with me, but now I do. My brain is that. So Marie Kondo, yes or no?
Oh, yes. She's such a boost to our industry, just like Peter Walsh. Yeah. Like any interest in organizing is a bonus for all of us.
That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. So last question, lemon or lime?
Lemon. Yeah. So I'm curious what you're looking forward to at this conference. What session might be the most interesting?
Oh my goodness. The sessions. I'm hoping I get to go to sessions, to be honest with you.
I'm hoping you do too, yes.
Because, as a committee chair, that sense of responsibility.
Yeah.
But I will probably walk around and just hit everybody. I'll probably do a few minutes here and a few minutes there, and then just kind of make sure that everybody's okay out in the hallways and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to jump into everybody, but I am looking forward to James. He's a hoot. And I love his podcast. And if that could be something I could do, I would do it in a heartbeat. So I'm really interested in that. Love to see Vicki. I can never say her last name right, so I'm not going to.
Yes, I know. Vicki, I have,
she's going to have
hearing her too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's going to have Ophelia with her. So I'm interested.
Of course.
Yeah, so there are so many, but they're all great. I mean, you cannot go wrong. I mean, our speaking committee did such a great job of going through, and it was so hard to narrow it down. So, and the other thing I'm looking forward to too is the panelists, the Ask the Organizer panelists. I mean, that's always such a big hit. And
it is.
We've got ladies from Dallas, Austin, and Houston. And so it's going to give us a wide range of outlooks. So I'm really excited about that too.
That's great. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to Janice Simon's presentation on resilience too. Because resilience is a really big common denominator for a lot of my clients too. So I'm going to learn from her as well.
Yeah. And hopefully, like Geraldine said, we can help her find her hamster, because it obviously is.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. Well, Ellen, you have been such a delight, and we are so excited that you live here in Houston with us, and we get to see you so often, and that you are going to be here with us on next week, Friday and Saturday. So tell everybody how they can connect with you if they want to visit your website, your blog, your social media before the conference.
So my business is professional-organizer.com, and on there is my blog, aptly named Ellen's Blog. And I love Pinterest. I'm on there as Ellen Delap, and Instagram as Ellen Delap also. So I'd love to connect with all of our visitors to Texas and all of our members and soon-to-be members of NAPO Houston. So yes, connect with me. One of the favorite things we do at our chapter meeting is Let's Connect. And so I hope y'all have set aside a time. You can certainly take 5 minutes away from my time to have everybody connect.
On social media.
It's a really great way to not only stay in contact, but just know where everybody's going and what direction their businesses are going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so what we did was we built in 15 minutes into between every session. And one of the things that we're going to do, we're not going to dictate every one of the 15-minute sessions, but at least two of them, we're going to have some kind of activities. And one is Let's Get Social, and go around and just...
Let's Get Social. That was the name. Yes. I love it. I love it.
So we'll exchange all that stuff, because I'm like you. I love seeing what you put out there, and then I love sharing it with everybody. And I think it's so important that we support and encourage one another rather than see each other's competition. So absolutely. Yes. So awesome. Well, we will see.
Thank you for having me.
When I told the committee on Monday who the surprise guest was, they were like, "Oh, that's so awesome!" So,
thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
It's been my pleasure to talk with you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Tomorrow, I will be talking with Sarah Ginrich, who will be talking on Evernote for organizers. So, if you have ever wondered what is this thing that everybody keeps talking about, Sarah is going to be our go-to gal for that. So you're not going to want to miss our last speaker get to know you interview with Sarah tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me for that. If you have not registered, there is still time. We will not turn anyone away. We would love for you to join us, because we truly believe that this is going to be a great experience for you. Whether you're a veteran, you're new, you're thinking about it, whatever it is, you will not walk away empty-handed, I promise. And so we'd love to have you. You can still register at napohouston.com. There on the homepage, you'll find the registration link, as well as a list of all of our sponsors and our schedule of activities and events. It's going to be a great 2 days, and we cannot wait to see you next week. I'm Leanna George. Thanks again, Ellen, and we will see you tomorrow. If not, see you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.